New Heights did what? 2.5 million, 3 million podcast views
Something
when
like
it was
that.
live with Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
What would a pay-per-view of their wedding do? And I'm being serious. Like it
That's a
would
great
do
question.
25 million. Like if the Kelce's
Worldwide.
is it going to be Taylor Kelce Swift or something? We'll figure that out later. But if they decided to put this on pay-per-view, they could retire. And not that they don't have enough money between them already, but it would be the gross national product of some small countries that they would make in a pay-per-view. Good for them. I feel like everybody has been so cynical about this, and everybody's complained so much about the airtime Taylor gets. These are two people that, yes, they're uber famous, but they found each other. They're happy together. They're engaged. Charles is like the biggest Swiftie I know, so I'm sure he's excited about it. It's fun. It's great. I love it.
I enjoy that this was done on Cut Down Day, and it like hijacked the NFL's news cycle completely, wiped it out. I also enjoy that Frank is channeling his inner Jerry Jones and immediately monetizing the wedding. By the way, I think that's great.
I think it's a great idea.
He's not
I didn't
wrong.
Even thought of that.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
How
It would
much?
be
$1 billion
monster
on
number.
this.
Yeah,
So
it would
if
do a
you
monster
get, I mean, let's just say 10 million views, 10 million people buying.
Which is very conservative. Very conservative. Yes.
Like, can you imagine if you just charged $19.99 for this?
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait,
Think
And
about
10
that.
million
What's
is
the-
like 10 million's if it crashed at 10 million. They could do 50 probably. Think about
is
how many people watched her concert tour and whatnot.
Is there a marital undercard? Could we get Jake Paul to fight somebody and just turn it into like the
God.
biggest thing we've ever seen in history?
Well, you see, next year, as you know, Charles, like if they get married in June, I might have to go up against them. This would not be good. Like I
That
I
is
don't want my
true.
wedding overshadowed
Man,
by the
just-
Taylor Swift Travis Kelce wedding, especially because Travis is probably gonna dress better than me and look better than me up there and all that kind of stuff. So definitely, hopefully, not a June wedding. I don't think I could put my wedding on pay-per-view and make $20.
How many-
So
How many people do you guys think attend this wedding, by the way? Because don't you have to? He has
Wow.
to invite the entire team, right? I mean, basically, most of the organization you think would have to be.
Yes.
But there's got to be a cut list, right? Because it's just they both
You would
between
have
the
to
two
think
of them.
on
they could
cut
probably
day, there'd
have-
be a cut
There
list
doesn't
for the
need to
wedding.
be. Why would
Sure.
there need to be a cut
Yeah,
list? You could have this thing in the LA Coliseum if you
They
wanted.
could
Like,
afford, well, SoFi, the stadium or whomever runs the
That's
SoFi
right.
Stadium
Yeah.
account did post like, hey, we're available for weddings if you want to book that.
Did they really?
They could
That's
fill
awesome.
SoFi.
Yeah.
They could fill Arrowhead. And I'll be honest with
Quality
you, I'm not
post.
patting myself on the back, but I'm about to pat myself on the back. I did not bring these two kids together. I don't want credit, but I would like an invite. But
Just say
I would
but.
like an invite because, for the record, on a humid day in St. Joseph, Missouri in early August of 2023, yours truly was the very first reporter, the very first person to ask Travis Kelce on camera about what he had mentioned or Jason had implied on the podcast the day before, that he might have tried to connect with Taylor at the concert.
Wow.
And it went viral. We pinned him down.
Wow.
Michael Robinson and I pinned him
Nice.
down. And when he didn't want to go very far, and I said, wait, has she reached back out? And he went, excuse me? And I said, has she reached back out? And he went like this. He had a microphone. And he went, and that's going to do it for this interview right here, live on NFL Network. And M-Rob's like, he didn't say no. Like, and there it is. 1 million views later. Look at these two cute kids.
By the way, is this the
What a love
biggest
story.
sports wedding or sports marriage, I guess, since like DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe? Like, I mean, this is so crazy and unprecedented. Like, I was sitting here, my fiance comes through the door with her daughter, and they're both immediately like from the grocery store, and they're both immediately like, "Did you hear the news about Kelce and Swift?" Like, it is crazy how this transcends the NFL. This transcends football. Taylor Swift is the one
it is
entity
like-
bigger than the NFL in the world.
It is Bob Waterfield and Jane Russell. You want to go back to the 40s? and
there
yes,
you go.
DiMaggio
Wow,
and
that's a
Monroe.
pull. That's a
I don't-
pull. I like
I
that.
don't think
That's a movie to
Kelsey's
be
holding
made.
up his end of these comparisons, though. Okay, like no offense to Travis Kelce, but
He's not the Joe DiMaggio of the.
No, he's not exactly a Joe DiMaggio type figure. I think in the sports world, I will give him this though. Probably the single greatest, like, taking your shot moment on a podcast in his
Absolutely.
like maybe
Oh
in
my
a
goodness!
form of
Oh
any
my
media,
goodness.
maybe amazing.
So the story goes like this. She came to Kansas City, and, all that Swifties wear their little bracelets, right? At least they were during the Eras Tour. And he was going to shoot a shot. Like the middle of the Eras Tour, the biggest tour in recorded human history for a musical act. And he put together a bracelet and tried to get it to her. And that was the question, because the story had been on the pod the day before. Jason kind of went there, and Travis didn't really say anything. That he tried to get her the friendship bracelet, with her phone, with his phone number on it.
Yeah.
But they never really connected. And so that was my question. I said, did you really try to give her a friendship bracelet with your phone number? And he's like, I'm not going to talk about my personal life. Well, guess what? It worked. He shot a shot from 98 feet away. Congratulations. You shot your shot. You hit the full court three-pointer. God bless you. Real quick here. Also, if you look at Nate Taylor's article on ESPN.com this morning, and then you piece this all together with the timing, I really firmly believe that this is Travis Kelce's final year. He didn't want to go out the way he did in New Orleans, the way they did in New Orleans. He's going to be 37. He's lost some weight. He's gotten in shape. He hasn't missed a day at camp. This is it. I would be stunned if Travis Kelce is a married man next year in 2026 playing as a Kansas City Chief. I think this is, and the timing, just look at the timing. This is his walk-off into the sunset.
Yeah, and
I could see it. I mean,
money post career than he did, in his career.
Oh, absolutely.
He's set up at this point.
I'll make more money podcasting.
Well, how many commercials?
Absolutely.
I mean, he's
this is it. He is the most famous non-quarterback in the NFL, right? And maybe even more famous than all but a couple of quarterbacks, maybe every quarterback. Is he more famous than Patrick Mahomes at this point? If you were to ask, if you're to include that subset, Travis Kelce might literally be the most famous NFL player in the world right now, which is kind of crazy. And I hope he has a good season to go out. Last season was up and down, and obviously lost in the Super Bowl. But Travis has been beating the age cliff at tight end for years now, and it's unlikely, I think, that he rebounds and has a huge year. But he's one of those dudes. I hate ruling out Hall of Fame level talents doing special things. So I hope he has a good year to end his career. It's been such a special, great career for him.
I want to give Awful Announcing credit for the best headline of the day. It was almost like an Onion headline, and they nailed it. The headline was, NFL podcast host announces engagement to recent guest. That sums it up.